Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where I don't have OBS up so I can't see how long this episode has been going. There we go. So we need to eliminate this convoy here, but they have a Bulldog and a Striker left, and their Shadowhawk and their Hatchetman are the much bigger threats. So I'm going to bring our Hatchetman in over this way. It will be turning his back to this Hatchetman and this Bulldog and Striker, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But we can come from this flank, and that'll lessen it slightly. So let's just go ahead and take a swing.
I'm your spaniel.
And we'll do as much as we can to this guy. Which wasn't a ton. Presumably, they're going to move their Hatchetman next. Okay. That's actually fine. Okay, some rear damage there. We're going to need to get our Hatchetman out of there ASAP, but we knew that.
I'm receiving you.
I'm just going to keep the Hunchback where it's at, and we're just going to see what we can do here. Just fire straight into the Shadowhawk. Ooh, nice. There's a knockdown.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, so that's a pilot injury there. And he got reserved into Phase 1, actually.
What's up, boss?
And the question is, do we go after the Shadowhawk? Or do we start peppering the Hatchetman with our fire support? And I think we start hitting the Hatchetman. Technically, we have a slightly lower chance of hitting it. We could try to eliminate the Striker. Nah, I think we go after this guy. If we cold shot this leg, I think we can completely kill this guy with our Shadowhawk.
Here it comes.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Excellent.
Tango down.
Okay. So now he's going to move his 60-ton vehicle and his 35-ton vehicle, his Bulldog and his Striker. Now they did expose the structure in our Hunchback up there where our AC-20 is.
More of that.
That's not great, but we've also almost eliminated them.
I hear you.
So our Jaeger, at this point, is going to be focused on softening up this Hatchetman, but this will overheat us. So maybe we just don't fire our LRMs this round, and we just soften it up with our PPCs. Nice. I was expecting at least one miss there. That was actually super lucky. This is going to be on our Hatchetman. Oh yeah. That leg is starting to get pretty low.
I laugh at your puny attack.
Okay, let's turn around our Hatchetman and go directly for their Hatchetman. There is a chance that we kill this.
Onward.
There's also a chance that we take a bunch of damage from their hatchet.
Boom.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. So what's he gonna do? Oh, he's actually backing off. And firing on the Hunchy? Yep. The Hunchy is getting very low in its armor, in multiple locations.
I'm taking internal damage.
Yeah, that was bound to happen eventually.
Standing by.
Okay, I want you to come on up here. Actually. No, we can't get in range to fire the small laser any way we slice it.
All right.
So I think just come up here, and we'll take out the Hatchetman, hopefully, with the AC-20. With any luck, this will transfer in some damage. Like, if we hit here, he's just dead, straight up, right? No, 90 HP. He would have 5 HP in his center torso if we hit right here. But we'll find out. In fact, if we hit there with both the AC-20 and the medium laser, he would be dead.
Confirmed.
But instead, we missed with the AC-20. I guess that's fine.
Receiving you.
So we will use our fire support now to soften up this Hatchetman even further. Oh yeah, that was really nice.
That hit something good.
I don't think we need to put any fire support on the Hatchetman anymore. And we can now be having our fire support focus on these guys. Okay. Our Hatchetman is still fine for now.
Stripped off. I do for you?
I want you to kill this striker. Now that will overheat, so we're only going to fire one PPC and both of our LRM-5s. I don't know that we can actually kill it, but we don't need additional fire support on their hatchetmen. Yeah, that damage was spread too much. And he's going to fire on our hatchetmen, as expected.
Taking some heavy damage.
Our armor is actually holding better than I thought it would on that hatchetman. Okay,
I'm here.
here's the plan. Hunchback fires on their hatchetman. Hunchback kills their hatchetman. Basically guaranteed. No matter what. Either the hatchetman dies or it gets knocked down, but I think either way it dies because the damage from here would transfer about 40 into here, and then it could only hit over here with the medium laser, which would transfer in, which would mean that unless we get an unlucky head hit, of all things, this hatchetman is just dead, assuming that both hit. And they did. Escorts are down, Commander. Good work. Let's wrap this up.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, with that done,
Orders?
our hatchetman can now come step on this bulldog. Like so. Easy.
Vehicle down.
And then,
Yes, Commander.
our Shadowhawk can finish off this striker. It may or may not actually die, but it'll be softened up for our Jaeger.
Method inbound, Commander.
There we go.
I'll meet you at the LZ.
And the area has been cleared. Fantastic, and only a very minor amount of internal damage on the Hunchy. Okay, so we got a little under 500,000. That's good. Yep, and we're doing fine on everything but the Hunchy, as expected. We're going to go ahead and grab a Hatchetman part and a Blackjack part, and maybe we get a Shadowhawk part as well. That would be super nice. We do indeed. Perfect. Okay. Well, we do need to repair that Hunchy, but that's only going to take probably 1 to 2 days, something like that. And we'll just work on cleaning up the rest of these contracts here. Soon as it loads. There we go. Okay, so we've got 5 days until our financial report. How long is this going to take? 1 day. Perfect.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Excellent. Okay, so let's head out on another contract pretty much immediately. This is a target acquisition, and we'll need to move quickly for this one because with target acquisition, they have ground forces, it's time-based, we need to triangulate the facility, and I don't know what that means. We've steered clear of it so far because I'm unfamiliar with this mission type, but let's give it a go. Maybe it'll work. Oh, this is against the Capellans again. Is this against the Capellans? It's not. I would kind of rather not drop another reputation with the Capellans. So I think we just attack the local pirate organization. It's a wee bit unfortunate, but I think that's what we do. Okay, as far as all this goes, this is the same difficulty, so I think we keep our best pilots that we can have. Of course, Diva and Stick are basically interchangeable. Stick is slightly better in things that don't actually matter. But let's go ahead and deploy. So this is a recovery, and this could get interesting, to be sure. So we need to seize the payroll and escape. We've located the secure facility where the local pirate organization stores its payroll before distributing it to local forces. We believe we could put that payroll to better use. We'd like to hire you to hit the facility and steal the payroll. It will be well defended, and there's a bonus if you eliminate all the defenders. Personally, I'm not above simple robbery to pay the bills, Commander. Good for you, Darius. Good for you. I'm getting updated intel from our employer. They believe the base is going to be even more heavily defended than we thought. We need to move up and get a look at the base so we can see what kind of firepower we're facing. Once we've grabbed the payroll, the Leopard will extract us at this LZ. Good hunting, Commander. Oliveira out.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So extraction will be over here. Payroll is here. There's no secondary location. We've got this thing here. Is this a turret generator? That would be convenient.
Yes, Commander.
But we need to move forward
Location confirmed.
and get a bit of a tactical view of what's going on up here. I don't think this is a turret generator, realistically. We need to go up this way, looks like. But that's going to be the way they're expecting an attack. For sure. We could try to go up here. This might be traversable. But most of our mechs don't have jump
Good to
jets.
go.
That's a radiation field. And I would
Position
prefer not
confirmed.
to be in that.
Aye.
Let's just head over this way.
Reporting enemy contact.
Okay. So we see a mech here. Can we force them to sally forth and come down this road? This would be a shooting gallery, and we've got cover here, all along.
Commander.
Let's just reserve. There we go. A poorly maintained quick draw. That's what I like to see. That's all we see right now. I'm sure there's more than that. But let's get our Jaeger up over this direction. We can't actually get directly into the field, but we can come up over here, and our Jaeger is going to have some serious heat issues in a Martian environment, but that's to be expected. And we're just going to soften this guy up as much as we can and remove an evasive pip. Excellent. Both PPCs hit. That was actually a very big deal. Let's bring our Shadowhawk up over this way, and we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to soften.
Received.
So we'll fire on this guy, like so.
Confirmed.
Yeah, he has very little armor left at this point. And then we can use our Hatchetman to come up here, close in a little bit while still remaining within the cover, and fire these large lasers. Very nice. His armor is almost gone at this point.
I'm here.
And then Chicken Hound can come up here, and I'm actually going to do a precision strike here, I think. Oh, we don't have the morale. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, well, we can just go ahead and fire this. If the AC-20 hits, it will do a large amount of damage,
Acknowledge.
but that's a big if. Ooh, right where I wanted it to go. Perfect.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
So we took no damage from that, right? Yeah, none whatsoever. And now we have a couple turns to sink heat for our Jaeger, which is huge. And we're going to have to push up this road now. We're not in combat, though. That's great. Fantastic, in fact.
I'm your spaniel.
Okay, we'll put the Shadowhawk... Yeah, this is fine.
Aye, aye.
So we see a vehicle here.
Come on, Pete. people. Let's make it happen.
We're gonna need to get eyes on this. And the Hunchback is the obvious choice,
Acknowledged.
since it has so much armor. We don't see any turrets yet. Is it literally just a poorly maintained Quick Draw and a poorly maintained Manticore? Like, how is this 2.5 skulls?
All are destroyed.
I don't get it. I legit don't get it. We'll take up position in this whirlwind up over here, just in case there's more.
Move.
Maybe this is a decoy facility? This seems too easy. The Hunchy will go up here.
Moving out.
The Hatchetman can come up over this way. Hold this location until our people can grab the payroll crates. Okay.
On my way.
We'll spread out in these whirlwinds.
The asset is in hand, Commander.
That was literally it. Well, that was really easy. Huh. Seems a little odd. We took literally no damage. We do get a quick draw part, which is nice. I'm also going to grab this LRM-10. There we go. Okay, so, a couple of things. One, that was incredibly easy. And two, I would like to adjust our Jaeger a little bit. I feel like the LRM-5s aren't really doing much. So let's go ahead and go into here, and let's mess around with our Jaeger a bit. Like, I feel like the LRM-5s are kind of a waste of tonnage, because you figure that's 3 tons each. 2 tons for the LRM-5 and 1 ton for the ammo. So if we dismount all of these, that gives us an extra 6 tons. With that, we can't put large lasers in these left arms. That would be ideal if we could. Put large lasers in there, or even medium lasers. Yeah, that would be really ideal. But I think we need heat sinks, because we have severe heat issues with our Jaeger. Let's go ahead and place a pair of heat sinks here in the legs, and then we'll place an additional heat sink in the center torso, actually 2, and then we'll put on 2 extra tons of armor. Just evenly spread across the whole thing. Actually, not in the arms. We don't need anything in the arms. But otherwise evenly spread. So I mean, this thing has slightly less damage potential. Well, let me rephrase that, actually. This thing has slightly less burst damage potential. And it should have significantly better sustained damage potential. That's kind of the trade-off that we're making here. It should also be able to survive a little bit better, which is good because our Jaeger tends to draw a lot of fire. And we'll put this in the center torso and maybe like the center torso rear. 135 in each of these, 155 in the center. We'll make it 150 there, and then 130 in each leg. Yeah, that'll work. So that'll take 2 days, and I don't want to run the contract that would cause us to get hated with the Capellans. I feel like that would be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and head over to the Flashpoint.
Good to see you.
And let's do the star map. And we've got our Flashpoint here in a drawer. And this is going to be against Liao. Maybe we should head into Liao's base and see if we can bulk up our opinion with them before going here. Because we are currently disliked by them. And the max contract difficulty is actually quite low. Maybe we should just say Liao hates us? And call it a day? And just be like, we have an enemy now? Yeah, let's head back to this Flashpoint. The Capellans are absolutely going to hate us, and at some point, your actions against our interests are earning you a powerful enemy, Commander. Continue to impede pirate operations in this region, and you will pay the cost. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check our reputation there, actually. I would love... Like, do these have drift? I don't know if they have drift or not. The local pirate organization hates us right now. The Lyrian Commonwealth doesn't really like us, or the Federated Sons. Everybody's basically neutral with us, except for the Capellan Confederation. And I would love to bring that back from the brink. Maybe we'll be able to once we get there and check our contracts. Maybe we'll have some that are available for Liao. I would be a little shocked, but maybe they did, and maybe that would be a time to negotiate only for reputation. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we will head to a drawer, and maybe we'll finally defeat that Flashpoint. See you all next time.